Hello everyone, my name is Bahadur Mori and I am an English and SS teacher in Sahajanand English Medium School at Nate Una. And today we are going to study about chapter number 9, standard 10, chapter number 9, forest and wildlife resources. Uh, in the previous lecture we talked about natural resources, right? I hope you all got every point, right? And so this regarding to this previous chapter, this one. That's why I'm continue to this chapter. So sorry, this is forest and wildlife resources. Previous chapter we talked about natural resources, right? So this is now little bit further information about resources. Now particular forest and wildlife resources. What about forest and wildlife resources? This chapter about this. So please listen very carefully and use your hands free. So much better to voice quality, sound quality. So I'm going to read every point and I'm going to read every line and explain every line by line through my way. And if the new word is there, so definitely I will tell you what is the meaning of that. Right. So please listen very carefully. Now. I will going to start the existence, progress, and the development of man is depend on resources. Please underline. See, please first underline this one. The existence that means existence hona, progress and development of man is depend on resource. See, if we want to develop anything, so without resources we can't develop ourselves. As you know that we already talked about it, what is importance of resources. Resource is a base form that we can make or develop this earth, this global, this country, continent, everywhere we are seeing the development, railway, right, rocket science, in many things, in the telecom lines, in the road, infrastructure, constructions, in the science picture, right, now 3D, 4D, right, 3G, 4G, 5G, these all are agriculture development, education development, society develop, culture develop, every develop base, the base is only on depend on resources, just the resources only depend on resources. Clear? Second line, we have been fulfill our need by getting them from natural since early times, right? And where in the forest are considered to be the very important resources. See, we getting the resource in the many way, but as the forest is the main part of the resources, they consider as an important resources part. A general meaning of forest is the accumulation of tree, scrub or heap of grass. Please underline this one. A general meaning of forest. What is the exactly meaning of general meaning? Generally meaning of the forest is the accumulation of tree, scrubs or heaps of grass. This is called forest. If in the exam ask what is forest, so you will give answer that the general meaning of forest is the accumulation of trees, scrub and heap of grass. Please make bracket this one. In natural vegetation, only that vegetation is including which can be raised naturally. Please underline again this one. In natural, which are the vegetable called natural vegetables? Which are the vegetables called natural vegetables? So your answer will be here. Only that vegetation is including which can be raised naturally without the help of man. So without man effort, without the help of our effort, the naturally the grow of vegetation, naturally tree grow up. Those vegetation which are grow up naturally by himself, by itself, that is called natural vegetation, right? Other are not called natural vegetation. I hope you got point. This is called virgin vegetation also. Please make a bracket short one. What is called virgin vegetation? So you can answer that this vegetation is which one which one raised itself, which one raised naturally without a man help, without human help. This is called virgin vegetation. Clear? Now such a vegetation in India is available only in a Himalaya, Sundarban and a remote area of Thar Desert. Please make again this paragraph is so much importance because of this one is regarding our our knowledge. So these are the vegetation like virgin vegetation, yeah, natural vegetation. This built by default virgin vegetation like this. So this such kind of vegetation are available in the Himalaya, Sundarban, and remote area, that means very inhabited area of Thar Desert. So these are the three parts of very important. Clear? So in the first paragraph we talked about what is the so all the development depend on resources, that we know very well. Every development we have to be need a resources, right? And in this chapter forest and wildlife resources, how important to us, what is a part of our life about forest and wildlife resources, how can we use this forest and wildlife resource in our development, in human life development. This is about this chapter. And we got the two definition about forest. What is a forest? So general meaning of forest is accumulation of trees, scrub and heap of grass. This is forest definition. Now what is called virgin vegetation and what is called vegetation? What is called natural vegetation? Yeah, what is called virgin vegetation? So here we answer that vegetation is including which can be raised naturally, without human help. It develop itself. That is called the natural vegetation or virgin vegetation. These are this kind of vegetation we can see at the Himalaya, Sundarban, remote area of desert. Clear? Now we go further. Now classification of forest. How we can classify it? How we can classify them? So here your answer, forest classification is made according to different criteria. You have studied the classification of forest on the basis of climate in the standard 9. We already talked about it. What are the forest type in the basis of climate, right? Here we know about three types of forest on the basis of administration, ownership and management. See, so forest can be classified in the three bases of administration, ownership and management. Administration, ownership and management, underline these 3 points. Administration, ownership and management, that can be classified in the three way right now. Type of forest according to administration. Now what type of forest according to the administration? First of all, forest basically classified in a three way: administration, ownership and management, right? Now forest can be classified in the type of forest according to administration. Now we are going to classify every forest according to administration. Clear? Now main part is administration. Now what are the forests is including in the administration? That here administration, that means through the government running and through the directly under control of the government, that is administration. Government servant can observe it, see it, and protect it, all kind of things which is handled by the government, that is administration department, called government department in short. So for your understanding, see now reserve forest in the administration, the first part is a reserve forest. Such a forests are including under the control of government directly. See, reserve forest under control directly government. Here there is a restriction on limberings and collection of wood or pasturing. These are the restrictions that cannot be grazing and other things. You can't be restriction on limbering, collection of woods and pasturing, right? That cannot be happen in the reserve forest, because reserve forest is directly under control of the government. Clear? Now protected forest. This also handled by the administration department. Protected forest sorry, these forests are looked after by the administration. Also local people are permitted to collect the wood and to the graze their animal without causing any harm to the trees. See, we have to understand about the protected forest. In the protected forest we can see protected forest also under control of the administration, but here some relief given by government in the local people which are living in the near the forest area, right? So they can be they can be used a particular wood not only tree wood but other woods like limberings and collection wood for his for as a fuel, as a cooking fuel wood. So they can use, but after the getting permission they also can grazing over their animal, they graze their animals, you know. But we also take the permission only local people who which are who's which are living in that particular forest area. And but one condition, without causing any stress they can grazing their animal, they can collecting woods, they can do stay there, but without any harm to the trees. That is the condition for the local people. Yeah, that is a reserve forest, directly such a forest under the directly control under the administration. No one can enter in that particular forest. Restriction, total restriction, 100% restriction area. No one can collect wood, pasturing, that means grazing, and restriction to the lumbering, anything. No, that is fully reserved. And protected forest also controlled by the administration department, but here some restrict relief for the permit to the local people. They can collect wood and graze their animals, but with the one condition, they cannot harm to the trees. Clear? Now third one is a classified forest. Unclassified forest. These forests are still not classified. These are no restriction on tree felling, on grazing, animal grazing. See, unclassified, that government didn't decide that we want to put into reserve forest or protected forest. They still not classified. They not clarify that this forest is under government or not. There is no restriction. There is no restriction. No one can stop them. No one can stop to anyone. Right? Anyone can go there. Anyone can do anything. Right? And on tree felling or animal grazing also. So these are unclassified forests. So simply according to administration, three forest: reserve, protect, and unclassified. Clear? Reserve, protect, and unclassified forest. Now second is a classification of forest according to the ownership and administration and management. See here a 3 point cover it. Classification of forest according to ownership that means मालिकाना हक होता है ना उसको, and administration and management. See, the forest of India are classified into three types. Please, you know, forest of India are classified into three types, that we know, that basis of ownership, administration, and management aspect. Right? The forest of India are classified in three types, which are management, ownership, administration. Clear? Now in the first of state forest. State, that means state जो होता है, Gujarat like state forest. The central state government controls such a forest. In the state forest, which first part is state forest, directly control the state and the center. Most of the forest of the country fall under the category. See, in the India, most of the forests are like in this category, state forest. In the state forest, like center or state government, both government can under control. Both government can such observe it, save it, protect it. Some make a rules and regulation. Both central government and state government also. So most of the forest of India are including in this category. Now communal yani community forest, so local communal, you can understand what is meaning of communal, right? Community, that means society based of. So here is the communal forest. Which are communal forest? Let's we learn. Local self government institution, that means gram panchayat, municipality, corporation, district panchayat have control over such a forest. For example, in my village there is some local forest over here in my village. So this also directly under control the gram panchayat. If anyone want to cut the tree, anyone want to wood, and anyone want to need any grazing or pasturing, so they has to be take a permission from the our panchayat. And if the our panchayat give permission, then they will do anything at particular forest area, that is called communal forest, that can be controlled by the panchayat. If in the village available, so gram panchayat can be controlled, and in the municipality, city there is, so city can be controlled, corporation also in the mega city there the corporation can be controlled, and district panchayat there in the district there is a one kind of forest there, so that can be under control the district panchayat, right? So these are the communal forests, community forest you can say. Third one is a private forest. See, private, my personal, this is mobile, is my private mobile, like this way, private forest. Such a forest is owned by the individual. That means my own forest, like this way. This forest is mine. It's my own, like this way. So such forests are found more in Odisha. So these kind of forests found in more in Odisha. Please underline, because in the essays, especially 10th essays, single question, 1 1 2 2 marks question will be like this way. They put out the question from like this kind of point, right? So you have to underline different thing they will be asked in an exam or board. They will be asked in a different things, not as common things. Here is a we taught many things. Right now we just learnt many things. So in the one thing we pick a different is such a forests are found in more in Odisha. So private forest found in where? Yeah, more private forests found in which area? So we can answer that private forests are found more in Odisha, right? Private forests found in more in Odisha. Please underline the private forest also available in Odisha. These are also Meghalaya, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh. These are, please underline वहाँ तक कर लेना. So such a forests are found more in Odisha, Meghalaya, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh. These are the private forests we can found in this area: Odisha, Meghalaya, Punjab, and Himachal Pradesh. Some of these forests are in the habitat, and the condition of some of them are totally bad. Summer condition is very bad right now, and some of them are totally barren. So totally they are barren. They use it in this kind of condition. These right now, right? So now this 3 point clear classified our forest in the according to our administration, management, and ownership. First is the forest of India are classified into three types. The forests of India are classified in three types: state, communal, and private. Ownership, administration, and management. Right. In the administration, we can also classify three types: reserve, protect, and unclassified. And also the other things. The classified the forest of state forest. Most of the forests are India, including in this part. Communal forest, internal local people and local authorities can be handle it, and a private forest on personal forest like this way. So these are the part of it. Now further, deforestation. What is the deforestation? See, this full paragraph is important regarding to the deforestation. Deforestation means the destruction of forest, right? Deforestation means the destruction of forest. Please underline, when you destruction the forest, that is called deforestation. This is not a problem of our country alone, but in the one of the global problem. So these are the global problem. This destruction, that means we cut it down the tree. We just we more use and we just more cut down the tree and we everything उसको बर्बाद कर देना, उसको कम कर देना, उसको कम हो जाना, उस तरह का मतलब होता है. This is not a problem our country alone, but is one of the global problem. These are the deforestation is right now is a global issue. It's not only our country issue. These are the global issue, right? It can be said that is result of a progress of man. Trees are destroyed naturally. See, where men are progressing right now, the trees are destroyed more and more naturally. However, it is the negligible compared to the loss inflicted by the human interference. See, we are the human and we are interfered in the natural life. We need a more construction. We need a built construction. We need a built road and infrastructure. We want to make a roadway, railway line. So we many of railway line, many of road cross and pass through the forest. So when we need a Broadway road, so we cut it down the tree. We cut it down the tree and we make a road, large road, and that naturally they and we also we used them more. We cut it down. We deforestation it, but we not plantation. We not cultivate the and other things. So that's why deforestation now is a globally problem, and that's why the global warming happen because of the deforestation. So this problem is not only our country. This is the global issue. So we should think about it. Right, our government should think about it. Our government should make some rules and regulation regarding to forest. Also, they made it, but the apply is not proper. That is issue. So our human develop more and more. Our progress is because of our progress. for deforestation happen. This is the simple way you can understand. We are progressing, forests are decreasing, animals are decreasing, they are dying because of us, because we need a place. Right now our population increase and increase, so we have no place to live, so we just go to the remote area and they we establish our habitats, and we just the particular natural things they remove from there, because whenever the human interrupt, this thing happen, natural things will be go there, will be fade away because of human interference. Now, for the impact of deforestation, what is the impact of deforestation? We will learn about, now we discuss about it. What is the impact of deforestation? The impact of deforestation is widespread. See, this impact is not only our country but a widespread. That means globally we can impact. We can feel heat right now. Why? Because of global warming, and this happen only the deforestation. The quantity of carbon dioxide increase in the atmosphere, one thing. Quantity of carbon dioxide increase in the atmosphere, one reason. What are the impact of deforestation? Important question regarding our exam. What are the what are the impact of the deforestation? Your first impact of deforestation worldwide, not in the India, but the globally worldwide. First, your answer is the because of the impact of the deforestation, carbon dioxide increase in the atmosphere. Second, greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect become more intense. So the greenhouse, the heat right now heating more effective because of the greenhouse effect, and greenhouse effect can be happen because of deforestation. With the remove forest cover, soil is with the remove forest cover, the soil is eroded and the problem of farm fertility decrease. See, with the remove forest cover, the soil eroded. So when the forests are decreased and decreased, deforestation continuously, so soil erosion more and more. The previous chapter we already, what is the soil erosion? If the soil erosion, the fertility will be loose. Particle soil not contain fertility, because after the erosions happen, they lose their fertility. Particle soil lose their fertility. If the particle soil lose their fertility, so that particular land cannot cultivate more agro product, right? So that is be lose. That's why fertility decrease in the farm sector because of deforestation, because of soil erosion happen. If you want to stop the soil erosion, we should a plantation, right? We should plant trees more and more. Then the soil erosion can be stopped. In the peninsular India, the forest area has decreased largely due to the deforestation. See, the forest area largely decreased because of the deforestation. Many living organizations have lost their abodes, right? So many living things lose their house, lose their home because of the deforestation. As a result, the wild animal approach the urban settlement in search of food and water. So that's why the urban, that's why the forest animal now reach to the urban area, village area. They approach to the village area, need a food, water. So what they do? Obviously, if we take his house, so they will be approached to our house. That's why. So more intense are recorded of carnivorous animals killing the domestic animals of those shepherd who live near the forest. So mostly the shepherd who live near the forest, the carnivorous animals like lion and all that, they are carnivorous animals killing the domestic animals, and obviously there is a deforestation and forest is not there, so they need a food. So they everyone need a work for basic need for a food. So they approach to the urban area and they reach to the urban area and they kill the animal, local animal, domestic animal. That will be happen. So these are the impact of the deforestation. Global warming, nitrogen, say carbon dioxide increase in the atmosphere, right? Remove forest area. That's why the soil erosion more and more happen. Fertility lose, right? And in the like India country, the more and more deforestation happen. Many living organism have lost the house, right? Inhabitants, and because of the deforestation. So some animals who approach to the urban area for food, especially the carnivorous animals who approach to the urban area and kill a domestic animal. So these things happen because of this impact, because of deforestation. Now, what are the remedies for forest conservation? What are the remedies? उसका उपाय क्या है? What are remedies for forest conservation? How can we conserve forest? How can we sort out this issue? Here is our answer. So see, this is our answer. Remedies for forest conservation. Research should be carried out. Find the option of wood. So we have to find out the option of wood. We use the wood more, so we have to find out second alternate option. Replace. We have to replace to wood. We not use a wood. We have to find other source that can be complete or need like wood. This will reduce the uses of wood. Yeah, definitely, and it will save the forest. Yeah, if we find the alternative use of wood, like we right now we use iron tables, kursis, like this with chair and all that, we replace the use more plastic and the furniture way. So if we make a furniture through the plastic, so it's much good to replace to the wood. So much better to if we not need if we not make a more items from wood or food, so we not cut it down more tree, right? So that is we have to find the option of wood. First we have to find the option of wood that can be decrease the more quantity of the forest. Now second is wherever the trees are to be cut inevitably for the development work or for necessity, new trees of same species should be grown. See, whatever we need a trees, okay, if we need a tree for a boating and all that, so we want to make some kind of steamer and all that, so we need a tree, right? Yeah, house for housework, yeah, for anything, yeah, for pages, yeah, right. So we need a wood, right? So if we cut it down the trees, if we cut it down the 5 trees, so we have to plant it 10 tree. They said only this much amount, but from my side, if I cut 1 trees, I have to plant 2 trees. So that can be balance it. But right now this is not happening in our country, but that is a solution. Clear? So same species should be grown. Same thing, same tree should be grown, which we are cutting down by ourselves. So we have to plant more trees. There should be the total ban for cutting trees which are not grown fully. And one thing, which trees which are not fully grown, that should be the ban. That we cannot cutting trees those which are not fully grown. So if the tree is once fully grown, then you can cut it down, but you have to plant it one more tree if you want to cut one tree, right? So you have to replace it. The balance can be done. So that is good remedies. Second is those industries which are receive their raw material from the forest should be compelled for afforestation for future needs. See, deforestation, that means that decrease the forestation, not not plantation, cut it down the tree, that is deforestation. But afforestation, that means plantation, more plant trees and all that. So that those industries depend on only forest resources, they should be the should be to the afforestation. They must be, not should be, they must be the afforestation for the future need. Under the name of ecotourism, the forest cover should not be damaged and should be strictly controlled. Basically, so under the name of the ecotourism, you cannot damage to the any forest thing. You have to follow rules and regulation. We cannot harm to any trees or any forest productivities. Third one, widespread public awareness program should be the organization among the local people. So we have to organize the program of for awareness. What is importance of forest? What is importance of trees? What is importance of everything? See, if we will lose forest, now we will lose everything. Right now, global warming happen because of the trees are decreasing more and more. So if we want to sustain in this global, so we need a tree. Without tree, we can't do anything. This is most important. These important things we have to publicly spread, and we have to aware the public what is the importance of the forest. And then importance of forest and their conservation strategies should be the including in the syllabus of the school or college, and they should explain the necessity for the forest conservation. Right, here we have a syllabus, this chapter in this our syllabus, because of you are the future of our country. So you should know about what is importance of forest and how can we sort out it, how can we remedy the for forest conservation. Right, so this syllabus we have, and we are right now discussing what is importance of forest. Now I hope you also understand, if the forest there, so we are here. If forest not there, we are not. That is true fact. That clear and cut true hai. Clear. So those area who the more and more study syllabus available, what is the forest importance, government should be the applicable all the course related to give the information program, drama we have to make up for awareness of importance of the forest. Social forestry and agroforestry should be developed intensively by the taking planned step for the necessity of fodder and firewood. Right. The agroforestry should be the development intensively. We have to do the more and more socially forestry, right, by the people, by the societies. In place of firewood, alternative option like solar energy, natural gas, etc. we should apply. In place of firewood, we use a firewood more and more. Right now we use a gas, right, CNG, much better. So we have to replace the firewood. So if we not use a firewood, so some trees should be, some trees will be saved. Right, so alternate options should be there like solar energy, natural gas, CNG, like this way should be implemented. That should be implemented. Forest resource should be used sparingly. Yeah, definitely sparingly. If we need, then we use. In order to make the progress of the tree growth faster and healthier, infested trees should be the removed. That infested trees, those are not a good in condition, should be removed. That affected to the other tree, so it should be removed. That kind of trees. Forest fire, casually heavy damage to forest. Forest fire is very issues, right? So forest fire damage many things, not only animals, but forest also animal. Many animals died in the forest fire. Separate system or a force at a nation level should be the created for dosing the fire, right? So we have to ready for the forest fire, because in the forest fire we lose many trees, animals, and all that. So we have to control about it, we have to care about it, we have to make a restriction, we have to make a plan to no one do other thing that can be fire happen in the forest. So that should be careful about it. Government, people, all we are. Clear. So now due to the increase of means of the transportation and easy travel, thousands of pilgrims reach the religious places in the forest area to attend the Bandara and fair of Irkama, then mean curricular travels, and at the time of their lighters should be the cleared properly, and otherwise the forests are polluted. See, in the India, India is a religious country, right? Many pilgrim places are in the forest area. Mostly any mostly in the Hindus and other religions also, most of the religious places are in the forest area, right? Very greeny area in the at the mountain, in the forest. So we visit there for our prayer, for our belief, but we should not spoil that area, right? We go there, we visit there, we sitting down there, we stay there. So we just spoil the every area. We spread the plastic damage, garbage everywhere. So it's not a good thing, right? We also do the bad misbehave with the animals also in the forest area. When we visit the pilgrim places, right? We believe in a God. God is there because of forest is there. If forest is not there, human is not there, the God is not there. Right, this is our belief. I am respect that, right? But first, our God is our nature, our country, right? So we have to control of our forest, right? Forest is without any selfishness, without any expectation. They give us too much to us as a human, too much. वो हमें बहुत दे रहा है कोई भी expectation के बिना. तो अगर we have to visit any pilgrim places, so we have to we have to make control, and we cannot make a garbage and anything pollution to that particular area. We should careful about it. An area should be the demarcated and reserved for animal pastures. So we have to clarify the area which are the for animals and which are for the pastures for the grazing animals, right? So we have to do this. So very excellent remedies this is, right? How we can forest conservation. So these are the excellent रेमेडीज फॉर फॉरेस्ट कंजर्वेशन, उपाय जिसको बोलते हैं. तो यू हैव टू क्लैरिफाई एवरी पॉइंट लाइन बाय लाइन इन द शॉर्ट वे. दिस क्वेश्चन इज अकॉर्डिंग टू आवर एग्जाम्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. I hope you all got every points from my sides. I gave my best to explain you. So please write down the every point in a fair book point wise, right? So part 1 we have to post over here, and the next part will be soon according to our timetable, right? Part 2, this lecture of this chapter number 9, right? So please stay home, stay safe, take care yourself, and also take care our forest, our environment. This is our moral responsibility. We'll meet next video and according to our timetable, right? Have a nice day. Bye.